Okay, now we've gotten down here to the bottom of the bag and the last inch right here on the edge. Now we're going to do something on the bottom of the bag, not the flap. Okay? I say again, the bottom of the bag, not the flap. Okay? We're going to take our thread and needle and we're going to squeeze it together so it comes together, and right there at the point we're going to go right through the middle about 1/8 of an inch down, just like that. Now we're going to pull that up, and now what's going to happen is we're going to pull that tight, and it's going to cause the material to gather up just like this, so it forms this kind of a T. Now pinching it, pulling that thread tight, I'm going to go down about 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to sew, whip stitch that in out to that little point. And you got to keep your thread straight because they're going to want to bunch up on you. All the way out here then, staying about 1/8 of an inch down. And when we get all the way out here at the very end, we're going to turn around and go back the other way. Pull it tight. That piece out there, that's going to be in my way in a minute. Alright, so we get all the way out here at the end of it. We'll make a last stitch. Coming over the top. And then we're going to go back the way we came, whipping. When we get there, we're going to cross over to this side. Same thing. This is going to make a flat bottom, or a little bit of a flat bottom, in our pack. Make it stand up a little easier, and it'll make the bottom a little more roomy and less likely for something tiny like a needle or something to fall down in that fold and you can't find it. It also reinforces the corner quite a bit. You'll see when I turn it inside out. And we get all the way to this end. Again, I'm going to double and come back. That's how my thumb grabs that thread and moves it down, holds it tight, and keeps it out of my way. And we get back to the junction. We have this. Okay, get back here to the junction. Now we're going to cinch it off. Go through my threads, cinch down 3 times. Go through, cinch my thread, and one more time. And then pull it tight and cut it off. Now, tying a knot back into my thread. I like to do double knots. A nice big stop knot to keep the thread from pulling through. And I'll cut off that little tab I leave. Alright, now, up here, we'd go around and do the whole thing. We get up here where the main body and the flap, this raw edge, we're going to whip it and pull it to this side, because this is going to be the inside. So we want to whip it and pull it this way, just like I did that one. So we're going to come over here, hook through, and we're going to very quickly whip this. Now, that was the side of the main body. We've made these two flat ears on the body of it. On the flat, we're going to do something different. We're going to start here at the junction, and we're going to come up, and then stopping about a 1/2 inch down from the top and a 1/2 inch in, we're going to cut that corner off. Now let me show you what I mean. Like a 90 degree right here. Like this. Sewing up this edge, instead of going all the way up here, we're going to stop about a 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here, and then we're going to cut that off, just like that. And we're going to sew that edge all the way to there and reinforce it. This will make a better flap in it. It won't be this little piece out here getting in the way. Okay? Alright, now that we've completely sewed our pack, let's turn it in right side out. Take your fingers and push the corners out. Turn the flap correctly. Now, give it a good tug. Press it out like it's supposed to finally lay. The main body the same way. Now, as you can see, that's the reason we did that toe that way. See how it's sort of a Y right there? Reinforced it. And now the weight isn't on the edge of the seam, it's on this. Now the flap now sits like that. See how this edge looks more finished instead of being that point that's going to catch on everything? And so there is the main body of our haversack. Notice that I sewed it so this flap naturally wants to pucker open just a little bit, easy to get your hand in and out of. Now this top becomes a separate pocket that I can put certain things in here that I'm not going to go after often or quickly, and I can run a bead of duct tape right here to hold this flap closed, so that I've got a little weight to hold the, my flap closed, but at the same time it doesn't get in the way.